Why do I always clap? Hey family, I know you guys are like, where the heck have I been? It was like, I know from the last video I said I was going to be more consistent if nothing happened, but sad to say, something did happen, and something happened very close. Which struck up the video, as you can see the title. My mom got sick, so that really put a toll on me, and it was weird how I found out my mom got sick, because I was actually gonna call my mom, but then my sister beat me from calling my mom. I was actually gonna call everybody because I had got a phone call that day saying that, hey, my job called me back to ask me to come back to work. I was like, good, finally, because I haven't gotten unemployment. I don't know what the hell is going on with the system. So I was just furloughed with no pay. But neither here nor say it done. So my job called me back. Then when I was gonna call my family and tell them everything, the good news for me, I get the bad news about my mom, which I'm not gonna disclose because I don't think that she wants that out right now. So that happened, and then damn, I got good news, but then it was bad news, and it was like, okay, this is. I was like in limbo land, and then I was going to be successful. I did start recording. I did record. I was like, that week so the week had passed, and I was like, okay, I'm going to start recording, going back recording. And then I'm not gonna lie, I talked back to I was actually speaking to someone, and they flustered my day. I started off recording. I started off from going home. I actually got put little clips from it. Started going up at home. I was gonna get my best friend. Her birthday was this day. Was the day because I recorded the day before Mother's Day. It was my best friend's birthday. I was going to deliver her gift to her. Then I was going to take my mom her gift. I was going to take my auntie her gift and my sisters. So I was going to do all this and record. I still did everything, but I didn't record because my attitude was gone. This phone call that I had, it really took me over the top. And it was like, and I allowed this person to cheat you guys out of a video and me out of a video, and I do deeply apologize for that. But that was then, now is now. Today's video is really in light of, I know it's a week after Mother's Day and I'm late, but ultimately it's a lot that has happened, and later down the line we get to this video. This video really struck me because when I found that my mom got sick, I immediately thought of this moment. And this was the moment where I felt like my mom really loved me, despite of, as you can see the title, this is when I came out. I really felt like she loved me at this time because, you know, when you're younger, your mom yelled, you get a whooping. I got so many beatings when I was younger. You would think I would be the greatest kid, but I wasn't. You feel like your mom don't love you. I know that sounds ignorant and crazy to say, but that's what we feel. I felt like at a time in my life that my mom did not love me. She didn't care. I was too bad. She wished I wasn't her child. All of those things ran through my mind. But this moment, I felt like my mom really, really cared, and it makes me cry. I'm trying not to cry in this video because every time I think about it, it makes me fall into tears. I just had turned 16. I had a driver's license, and my mom would not let me get her car. Nobody let me get their car. It was like, he's 16, he really know how to drive. Mind you, I got my license before I was even supposed to have my license. I got my license on my birthday. I was supposed to wait like a couple more months, but I lied and got my license because I needed it. But long story, but I got my license, and so I wanted to drive. Who doesn't want to drive? So it was, I ain't gonna forget this day. It was a Friday night, and it was this party that always happened in Chicago on 63rd and Bishop, and it was, everybody was asleep. And this time, mind you, I was already still in my mama's car at night, but this time she had slept with, I think she kind of figured it out, because this time she slept with her keys in her room. And at this time we were staying in this house, so this house was so, if you walk too much, it'll squeak, and my mama's a light sleeper. I mean, like a light sleeper. I don't know how I was moving in and out the house without her knowing, but I was. But this time, so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take her car because it's too difficult to get the keys. So I ended up taking my oldest sister's car, and I wanted to go to the party, so I snuck out. The night was going smooth, and at this time I was single. I was just talking to this other person, and we broke up. I called him. I was still going to go see him, but then he didn't answer, so I left that be. They were going to the party. I was at the party, and I was chilling with friends and stuff like that. Bad influence. So Then I got a private call, and at this time in my life, my mama had this restriction on her phone, so she would only call private. So when I got the private call, I immediately thought it was my mama. My mama woke up and she knew I'm gone. So then I started freaking out, like, damn, I'm caught. And so I told my friends, like, my mama called, I need to go home. They was like, why would you go home? You're already in trouble. You might as well enjoy the night. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I tried to enjoy the night. And it was around 2 a.m. I was in Indiana getting gas to put gas back into my sister's car. My sister called me. No, lies. My sister did not call me. My ex-boyfriend called me, and I answered the phone, and he was talking to me. Before I can even really speak, my sister speaks. She was like, bring me my goddamn car. I immediately put the phone on mute. And I was like, I didn't know what to do. I was just sitting there going crazy. So then I was just like in fear of, like, I don't know, because if anybody know my sister, y'all seen Shantae, y'all know my sister. She's really crazy. Like, everyone think I'm crazy. She's me times infinity. Like, she goes berserk. It doesn't matter. So I was really like freaking out, you guys. When I get back in the car, I hear the conversation, and I hear my sister asking my ex, how did he even know me? Because mind you, at that time, you know, we're younger, like, your family don't know your friends, or don't know who you hang with. They just know names. And at this time, I had 2 phones. Because I was bad, my mom would cut my phone off and on, so I had got another phone on the sideline. And I didn't even think, like, in my mind, like, my mama wouldn't call this phone because she don't know this number. I left my other phone at the house. I guess it's unlocked. I don't know how she would know the password, but my sister was like the FBI. If she didn't know something, she was gonna find it out. So she ended up going through my phone looking up this person's number. So she knew his name, but she didn't know who he was. So she called him, and he called me, and they had a conversation. So then she trying to figure out how we know him, and he goes out and says, Jeremy's boyfriend. Well, I mean, at the time I think he said boyfriend, but we wasn't together. And I was like, he and my boyfriend, but he said Jeremy's boyfriend. And mind you, my family was like, my family ride or die, so they said no, he's not. And then they were like, yes. The boy's mama got on the phone to confirm. It was just a whole bunch of shenanigans going on at this time of hour, and it was just like my business was just coming out, and I didn't know anything. So then my sister got back on the phone. She said, I know you on this damn phone, and she just started cursing, and I was like, oh my god. My mama just found out I was gay. And at this time, back in the day, this was, mind you, this was 2006. So being gay wasn't really okay. It wasn't normal. It was there, but it wasn't like nobody was okay with it. So I was just like, what do I do now? Like, I was ready, like, I need to leave home. So I ended up calling my friend, I want to run away from home, I can't be at home. And they were like, all right, is that something you sure you want to do? I was like, yes. So I went to their house, and mind you, I still had my sister's car at this time. So I didn't go home, I didn't drop her car off. So I still had her car. So I went to their house, and I ended up going there, going to sleep. I should have never went to that house because things happened at that house that weren't supposed to happen at that house. But ultimately, it happened. So, and it's just a whole course another color. And so then that happened to me that night. And then it was like, what the fuck? I mean, sorry. Didn't know what to do. So at this time, I'm very distraught. So I called this other friend who I knew and told him what happened to me. Like, what really happened to me at this time. What happened. So it was like, I can be transparent. At this time, I had got raped for the first actually the only time in my life I ever got raped. I ended up getting raped that night instead of going home because I thought I was going to somebody's friend's house who I considered to be. Y'all know the story. I told it before. So that ended up happening that night, and so I ended up calling another friend and told them what happened, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So then he was like, go home, drop the car off, and I'll come get you. Home, I dropped the car off, put the key underneath the seat, and I ran out the parking lot because I felt like they was looking. And mind you, in the midst of all of this going on, we had a family funeral to go to, and I don't think no one went to this funeral because of this situation that was going on. I stopped answering phone calls from everybody. If it wasn't who house I was going to go to, I wasn't answering a phone call. So then I ended up going to his house. I stayed there the whole day. I didn't end up going home until like Sunday night because my mama ended up getting in touch with me through a friend. So they called me and she ended up getting in touch with me. And she's like, come home, it'll be okay, we can talk about it. I don't want to come home because you just found out what you found out about me. I didn't know how my family would accept this for me. And accept this for them or whatever case. I'm thinking about other people accepting myself. Didn't know how they would accept this. So then I ended up finally, my mom ended up talking to me, going back to home, and person house. I was at the house. They said, go back home, go see. So I ended up going back home. As soon as I walked through the house, my sister tried to swing on me. Like literally swing on me. And so then I just bust back out the door, run out the street. And mind you, we in this neighborhood, everybody's outside. My sister's yelling, my mama yelling at me to get me back. So everybody's attention is all on us. It was the most embarrassing moment. And then my mama ran. I can't believe my mama ran after me, and I couldn't believe she ran after me. And she met me at the corner, and she was like, Jamie, stop. And it was like, I was just in tears. It was like no car situation, no way around the car. She was like, why you didn't tell me? And I was like, I didn't know how to tell anybody. Like, not only tell my mom, I didn't tell my friends, didn't even know. Like, no one, only at that time I can only count like 3 people knew. It was my older sister, one of my close friends, and anybody who I was dating or messing with. They're the only people who knew. No one else outside of that knew about my sexuality at this time. And I was telling her, I didn't know how you would handle this. And I told her I was gonna tell her. My plan was to tell her, but my plan was to tell her once I moved out, because I didn't owe anyone then. Like I'm grown, I moved out, I don't stay in your house, I don't owe you anything, so I didn't feel comfortable. I felt comfortable. You can know my business, my lifestyle I choose to live. And she just comforted me, like. She comforted me. I never in a million years that she at that time would thought that she would be okay with me being who I was. So me and her talked. We was outside crying. She didn't even cry actually. She was telling me to wipe my tears, and she was just consoling me, and she was iterating over and over how much she loved me. And remember at this time I didn't think she loved me like this, so I just felt like I was a bad kid. I mean bad. I'm not just trying to sit and say the only thing I really didn't do was really gangbang or was really out here robbing or shooting at people like that. Other than that, it was bad. I got kicked out of high school. I almost got kicked out of grammar school. I was bad. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I was no angel. I didn't get better until I was in my adult age. But then we walked back in the house. My sister's still furious, and at this time she was like, you always trying to save somebody, let me beat him up, he stole my car, he didn't steal your car. So it was just intense. It was very intense. It was a night that I was scared to sleep, and it was like, I don't know, when I found out my mom got sick, there was like a moment that popped in my mind, like it's the time when I really felt like my mom showed me that she really, really cared and loved me. At this time in my life, when I found out that she was becoming sick, like, you know how old memories just start falling back, and it's just like, wow, it's scary because she's sick. It's like no one really knows what's wrong with her. So yeah, ultimately I ended up going to come back home, going to sleep, and then it was like a ghost in that house for like a whole month. It was just like so much. And then like me and my sister kept getting into it. It was just like so much that my mom shipped me off to my brother's house, because mind you, it's the summertime. So my mama shipped me off to my brother's house because it was so much tension. And it was really, really crazy. But I really felt like that's the first time I really felt in my life that I can recall that I felt like my mom really loved me for who I am. And every day now I feel it. The love have never changed. I really want to make the video to show my mom I really appreciate her, and I love you, Mom. I hope everybody else had a great Mother's Day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe this video. Stay tuned. I love you guys. I'm here, and I'm here to stay, and you will see more of me, and I want to see more of you guys in these comments. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, share, and hit that bell, you guys. And I will get back to you guys later. Peace.